Field Marshal K.M. Cariappa is the first Commander-in-Chief of the Indian Army. He passed away 22 years ago on May of 15th, 1993. He was the man in charge of the fighting forces that are taking care of the newly independent India. He led the forces of Western Command during the Indo-Pakistani War of 1947. He laid the foundation for the modern Indian Army. Today, let us revisit his history, legacy and his contributions to our country. Hello and welcome to SSB Crack Exams. I am Hemant, and before beginning, I would like to tell you that SSB Crack Exams is India's largest, most preferred online defense exams preparation portal. It is one-stop solution for you if you are preparing for NDA, CDS, AFCAT, INET, Territorial Army and Indian Air Force Airmen Group X and Group Y. You can follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter and Telegram, and you can even directly download our app from Google Play Store, where you can have each and every defense related information, examination related study material and content in your hand. Beginning with who is actually the Field Marshal K.M. Cariappa. His full name was Field Marshal Kodandera Madappa Cariappa. The OBE stands for the Officer of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire. It tends to be given to people who are in the public sphere or who have made big impacts locally, whether that's in business or a media or as a part of a major charity. He was awarded that prestigious award by the British government at that point of time, and later was also became the first Indian Commander-in-Chief of the Indian Army in the year of 1949. He led the Indian forces of the Western Front during the Indo-Pakistani War of 1947 and was the one of the only two Indian Army officers to hold the 5-star rank of Field Marshal, other being Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw. The biography of Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw I will be covering up in the next session. Going on with the early details of his life is that he was born on 29th of December 1898 at Shanivar Sante at Kodagu, Coorg province of the then British India. He died on 15th of May 1993 at the age of 94 at Bengaluru in Karnataka and India. Today we have to observe his death anniversary. School education was at Central High School at Madikeri in 1917 and his higher education was at the Presidency College in Chennai. His father Madappa worked in a revenue department, and Cariappa was the second child in a family of 4 sons and 2 daughters. He was known as Chimma to his relatives, and after completing his education, he joined the Presidency College at Chennai. After completing his education, actually, he learned that Indians were being recruited into the army and that they were being trained in India as he wished to serve as a soldier. He applied for the training, and out of all of the 70 applicants, Cariappa was one of the 42 who were finally granted admission into the Delhi Cadet College of Indore. He scored well in all the aspects of his training and was graduated the 7th in his class. And going on with this, he got a temporary commission and was graduated on 1st of December 1919, and he was granted a permanent commission on 9th of September 1922. This permanent commission came into effect on 17th of July 1920. In 1925, Cariappa went on a world tour to Europe as well as many other countries like United States, Japan and China, and all of these have proven to be extremely beneficial for him to understand this political and military affairs of other countries. Cariappa was appointed as the Deputy Assistant Quartermaster General DAQMG at the headquarters of Peshawar district in the year of 1931. And going through the next important details is that he undertook the coaching at the Royal United Services Institute in 1932. Also, he took training at Small Arms School and Royal School of Artillery. This shows how much dedicated he was in his service. In March of 1936, he was appointed as the staff captain of the Deccan area, and 2 years later in 1938, Cariappa was promoted to a rank of major and was appointed as the Deputy Assistant Adjutant and Quartermaster General. In the year of 1939, Skene Committee was set up by Sir Andrew Skenes by the British government, and this was set up to examine the options for the Indianization of the Indian Army's officer ranks, and this committee held several discussions with Cariappa sir, as he was one of the most senior officers with 19 years of service in extremely distinguished war zones. Cariappa expressed his displeasure at the treatment of Indian officers in the army. In a service of 19 years, he said that most of the Indian Army's officers and soldiers, the issues regarding the pensions, the appointments, the promotions, the benefits and the allowances, all of them have not been shown as equally as they are being given for their British counterparts. Going on with the next important information is that he participated in the World War II. He served in Iraq, Iran and Syria in the years of 1941 and 1942, and he even served in Burma in the year of 1943 to 44. He came back to India in 1942, where he was posted as the second in command of the newly raised 7th Rajput Machine Gun Battalion at Fatehgarh. This made the Rajput regiment his home regiment at that point of time. On 15th of April 1942, he was promoted to an acting lieutenant colonel and was appointed as the commanding officer of the same battalion, a first Indian to command a battalion in the Indian Army. This is a very special issue for us to consider because it was this time where an Indian lieutenant general was leading an army which even included the British soldiers. Going on with the next more important postings that he served and his service for the nation was that on 1st of April 1943 he was appointed as the Assistant Quartermaster General AQMG in the headquarters of the Eastern Command. Those states you call as the Seven Sisters and all of them come under the Eastern Command. On 1st of May 1945, Cariappa was promoted to the rank of brigadier and was even given a brigade. Around 1 year before he was given a brigadier rank, but he was not given a brigade. However, he was kept in a committee which was looking after the Indianization of the forces. In that particular committee, he observed and he carefully understood what is the role of the British Army in the Indian Army. And in the year of 1945, on 1st of May, his being given a brigade, he understood the situation and he was after made as the commander of the Bannu Frontier Brigade in Waziristan, which is now in Pakistan. It was during this time that Colonel Ayub Khan, the later Field Marshal and the President of Pakistan, he served under him. General Ayub Khan is a very famous personality in Pakistan and he was a Field Marshal in Pakistan and he was the President of Pakistan. Even he served under the leadership of Field Marshal K.M. Cariappa. Going on with the next important appreciable updates is about that there were many impressive moments in his career, and it was a time where the interim government was going on in the year of 1948, where Jawaharlal Nehru visited Bannu and he found it extremely peaceful and settled. Nehru was impressed by Cariappa's way of dealing with the tribes. You can see Nehru appreciating Field Marshal K.M. Cariappa at that point of time. Cariappa was also widely acclaimed for his treatment of the Indian National Army's prisoners. In 1947, Cariappa was the first of the 2 Indians selected to undergo training at the Imperial Defence College at Camberley in United Kingdom. Going on with the next important thing is that during independence on 30th of July 1947, Cariappa was promoted to the rank of Major General. This makes a very important update because it was the first time for the Indian Army's history that an Indian was becoming the first Indian Army's Major General and becoming the first Indians to be promoted to this rank in a combat arm of the Indian Army. He, along with Brigadier Muhammad Akbar Khan and Brigadier Maharaj Shri Rajendra Singh Jadeja, was there at that point of time. Maharaj Shri Rajendra Singh Ji Jadeja later became the first Chief of Army Staff of the Indian Army. Post-independence, Cariappa was appointed as the Deputy Chief of General Staff. Going on with the Kashmir operations that he took up, Cariappa was called back to the capital and was appointed as the General Officer Commanding in Chief at Delhi and the East Punjab Command in January of 1948. The moment he assumed the General Officer Commanding in Chief post, he immediately renamed it as a Western Command and he moved its headquarters to Jammu. A corps of headquarters under Lieutenant General S.M. Srinagesh was raised at Udhampur as per General Cariappa's commands, and he appointed Lieutenant General Kodandara Subbaya Thimmaya as the General Officer Commanding of Jammu and Kashmir Force. Lieutenant General K.S. Thimmaya later became also the Chief of Army Staff. Going on with the next important information, as a Commanding in Chief, the day Cariappa took over the reins of the Indian Army on 15th of January 1949, at this particular day, he took the assuming charge as the Commander-in-Chief of the Indian Army, and this day was marked as the official Indian Army Day. Even today we celebrate Army Day on January of 15th, and this is celebrated annually every year. He was instrumental in the formation of the Territorial Army. The idea was his, and at that point of time the NCC was formed at 1948, but it was because of the General Cariappa's opinion that a lot of support and emphasis was given towards the NCC cadets. He even refused to induct the former Indian National Army's personnel into Indian Army, but he took their phrase Jai Hind into our forces, and he even refused the caste-based SC/ST reservations or selections in the army. Going on with his personal life, that Cariappa was married in March of 1937 in Sikandrabad to Muthu Machia. She is a forest officer's daughter. She was a forest officer's daughter. In the year of 1948, his wife died in an accident. He has a son by name K.C. Cariappa. He was born on 4th of January 1938 and a daughter Nalini. His son later, he is known as Nanda. He joined the Indian Air Force and he rose to the rank of Air Marshal. The biography of K.M. Cariappa is written by Air Marshal K.C. Cariappa, his son. As a matter of interest, I would like to tell you a small short story regarding General K.M. Cariappa. During the 1965 war, his son Nanda was shot down over Pakistan and he was captured and was held as a prisoner of war. On realizing the identity of the wounded soldier at Kargil, Radio Pakistan immediately announced the capture of the younger Cariappa. General Ayub Khan himself contacted General Cariappa, who was living a retired life at Marsara, his hometown, with information about his son's safety. When Ayub Khan offered to release his son immediately, Cariappa reported to have scoffed at the idea, and he told him this. He told him that my son is just another soldier fighting for his motherland. Treat him the same as the rest of the prisoners of war. He made it very clear that if you want to release my son, release him along with all of the other soldiers, all of the other captives, the prisoners of war that are with you, because all of them are also my sons. That is the way General K.M. Cariappa gave respect to the soldiers of the Indian Army. He took care of each and every other soldier. Going on, after his post-retirement, he retired in the year 1953 and he served as the Indian High Commissioner to Australia and New Zealand until 1956. He founded the Ex-Servicemen's League IESL in 1964 and he was even instrumental in setting up the Directorate of Resettlement. Today it is now called as the Directorate General of Resettlement. He is awarded the Legion of Merit in the degree of Chief Commander by the American President Harry S. Truman, and the Government of India conferred the rank of Field Marshal on Cariappa on 28th of April 1986. Today, we are remembering his last times, and Cariappa breathed his last on 15th of May 1993 while he was in his sleep at the Bangalore Command Hospital, where he had been receiving his treatment for problems which he was facing, which include the arthritis and some sort of heart problems. His mortal remains were cremated in Madikeri 2 days later, and the cremation was attended by the 3 service chiefs along with Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw. Including the modernization of the Indian Army, he even led the Indian forces during the Pakistani war, and he was even instrumental in setting up the Western Command and various military key bases at the Jammu and Kashmir. People who worked with him later rose to India's future army generals. He will always remain in the history of the Indian Army, and all defense aspirants must take him as an undeniable inspiration. I wish each and every one of you watching this video keep your Josh high and be dedicated to your life as Field Marshal K.M. Cariappa sir was. Field Marshal K.M. Cariappa sir was also instrumental in understanding and underlining the difference between the politics and the military. He even said that a soldier is above politics and should not believe in caste or creed. If the army is the first line of defense, the industry is the second one. Army is there to serve the government of the day, and we should make sure that it does not get mixed up with the party politics. All of these have been said by Field Marshal K.M. Cariappa sir. He will always be our inspiration until the end. For more knowledgeable content and defense updates, stay tuned to SISB Crack Exams. Stay home, stay safe, and Jai Hind.